Hello, hello, and a wonderful on-passive day to you. This is an abbreviated version of Sushanta's international webinar from Friday morning, and I've consolidated myself and Jean Oliva and Collins Manna and Pravesh Kaushal. We all talk on this, and of course, Sushanta is the presenter host in between us. So I hope you enjoy it. It's about 45 minutes, which is down from 2.5 hours on the original. Many blessings. Have a wonderful on-passive day. Thanks. Today's topic, which is, just, hey, everything is okay. We're good to go. In my opinion, and this is my opinion, and I want to share with you my expectation just from my heart, which I'm sure anybody that's watched my last few videos, I am focused on making sure that the way I look at what's going on allows me to stay in there for the long game. It allows me to have an end goal of being here and being prosperous and abundant within ONPASSIVE. So what I'm expecting is Mr. Mufareh has come on and said, hey, we got one scenario that's going to take us a month to put into place. And I'm thinking, okay, I like hearing that a whole lot, and I am on board with that. No problem. You're right, Sushanta. We've been here for a minute, a long minute, several years. And it's been a wonderful journey. Yeah, we've had bumps, we've had challenges, we've had great times, and we've had some celebrations as well. So let's not get caught up on the details of whatever we might think is garbage or whatever, and let's focus on the positivity. My expectation for what we see, my vision, my belief about what is going to happen. First, I'm saying I'm exercising caution. I know that what goes on in the specifically when I talk about data migration and what is going on. I did a talk yesterday with Old Passion Singapore, Malaysia, and I laid out in about 20 minutes. I mean, I was just bam, 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 but I talked all about the data, the migration, what it means, what it takes, what we're looking at, why we don't want to get ahead of ourselves and anxious thinking it's going to take 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't believe that's the case. I think we're in this thing for several weeks, and I like that because Mr. Mufareh has got his work cut out for him. I'm excited that Collins is going to be here because I really like that man. I wish I could spend some more time with him. But my expectation is that by the end of the month, we're going to hopefully, we'll see, all of us will see the OES pop back up. Now, having said that, when that happens, I'm expecting glitches. I'm expecting something to go bing in the night or, thump in the night, as they say. And when that happens, if you go back and listen to the thing that I did yesterday on OPassion, I talked about specifically what kind of things that we have to do to get that data the way that we want it and where we're going with it. Specifically, when I was talking about moving it, there are protocols that are set in place to make sure that what we're sending from our side, right, all the data, and Mr. Mufareh said we haven't lost one line of code. Man, I'm telling you what, if you are a techie at heart, that's exciting for you because as massive as ONPASSIVE is, we have got billions of lines of code. That's no exaggeration. We have been making and developing software and doing programs and applications for going on 6 years. He has got it, man. And he said, you know what? We haven't lost any of it. We've got it all. But when you take it from one place to another, there are protocols. You want to make sure that what we send out is first whole. So you need to do some data cleansing. You need to scrub it up, make sure it's right, make sure there's no duplications, and make sure that only what we want to send that works is what we want to send to the other side, or the target system, as we say, right? Once we do that, we've got to monitor it, that whole stream. We got to make sure that it streams in the right way so that something doesn't get truncated, or you don't end up with cut off pieces and stuff, so that when we get to the target system, then we have to do the whole thing again. You got to check it to make sure that it's right. And then after we check it, you start to run it, but you don't just jump out and run it. You do a trial run. You know, I mean, there's protocols. Mr. Mufareh knows what these things are. So it's not going to happen in a short minute. It's going to take time. And that's good, because the longer it, well, I don't say the longer it takes, but it needs to take enough time so that Mr. Mufareh and the team know that it is progressing as it should, and it will be as it should be. So I'm expecting by the end of the month, we'll see the OES pop up. It's going to be our responsibility at that point, I believe, to log on, check your own mail, check, make sure things, you know the deal, you know the drill. We're going to go on, we're going to push buttons, and when something goes screech or cracks or breaks, we let them know. They go in, they fix it, and then once everything's fixed, I'm expecting him to start moving on. We've got to have the OES before we do anything. Now, following the OES, later on, probably maybe in October, November, I'm expecting, I don't know, Mr. Mufareh's got a plan. I know he's got a plan, and he's got it set up. You've got to have a plan. There's a planning phase. That's the first part of it. There's 4 phases to this, right? You've got planning, and then you've got the execution, and then you've got all the double checks on the other side, and then you've got the post-migration process. He knows what he's doing. I don't. But I also want to manage my expectations, and I want to encourage everybody here to do the same. Manage your expectations, because if you're expecting to draw a paycheck at the end of the month, it's going to pay your mortgage, I'd probably rethink that, okay? In October and November, I'm expecting him to come out with and probably bring the payment processing online. Again, there are processes to it. We want to make sure it's done right. So we don't want it to hurry up. And you know, Mr. Mufareh, he likes to do things right. So once the payment processing comes up, then we can probably go out and start with the O-Connect. He says, hey, let's get O-Connect out there. Let's get selling it. Let's get some income. But you can't have income without some way to process it. I mean, this is, Gene, to me, you're the queen of common sense. And I love the way you put things out. So I'm hoping you can kind of take the edges off of what I'm saying when I'm over here. But this is my expectation. I'm expecting, you know, by the end of the month, we might see OES, and then we got a little work to do with that. When that is up and running and it gets scaled out to everybody and it's where it should be again, then we're going to start seeing him put together the payment processing. And after that, we're going to get into some sales and release some products, I hope, and whatever else he's got to do, because I don't know what he's got to do, but I know there's a lot of it, and I know that he's good at what he does. So I'm expecting, you know, maybe by Christmas or so, we should be up and running, and everything should be kind of running smooth, I hope. But you know what? Even if it's not, that's okay. If we make it to the end of the year, and I'll consider it a win-win all the way around. If I'm making money by the end of the year, I'm like, yeah, life is good. I'll start the new year great. And then come the new year, we're going to start looking at the second phase of ONPASSIVE. But right now, that's my expectation. So that I can keep myself sane, you know, because if I really start thinking about it, I can go off the deep end on some of this stuff. But anyway, I've said all that to say, initially, we are in very good shape. There is a plan in place. We have what we need. He knows why we got where we got to. That's all been taken care of. And now we're on the other side of the troubles, other side of the challenges. And anything that we have from here on out is just going to be standard challenges, any kind of challenges that any kind of an AI IT company is going to have when they migrate data. Okay, we don't have to worry about a lot of the stuff that companies do when they migrate data. I mean, they do it for all sorts of reasons. We're doing it because we got, I'll say, Kroby slapped just to keep it nice. But we got into some bad things from some bad people, and this was something we hadn't planned to do. But you know what? He's making the best of it. And guess what? We're going to be better off in the long run, because now he knows, hey, I got to protect myself from this in the future and protect this from those sorts of influences in the future, so that everybody in ONPASSIVE is going to rock this trail and this journey. And on the other end of that, we're going to be abundant, and we're going to be loving life and lifting all those people around us, which means globally we're lifting humanity. That's the whole idea. So I know I'm going 100 miles a minute because I'm just excited. I want to hear what everybody has to say, and I just love being a part of this. Please reach out, attend these webinars. We got lots I did a video last week. We got lots of good webinars, and I'm sure I missed some of them. I'm sure, I think Rupa probably does some. I know Sapna does some, I can't get them all, but they're out there. They're out there. So just get engaged, stay connected, get the good information, because the information is coming from Mr. Mufareh. Okay, it's coming from him, and it'll come up. Probably it'll jump into 360, and if we can all see 360, great. If not, it'll go from 360 and it disseminates. We spread it out to all these webinars. It may also come from Let's Celebrate. That's gonna hard to get used to, isn't it? It might come from Let's Celebrate, because he's got 360 and Let's Celebrate are his two main outlets for information. Now, on occasion, he's got some one-ups, and he blesses us by jumping on other ones, but if you can get the information from any of them, that's going to be great, because it's going to help us move forward. But we are in very, very good shape. We are back on track and moving forward, and I'm going to shut up and let somebody else talk. Thank you so very much, Sushanta. I sure appreciate you and everybody here. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you so much. My dear friends, we have with us our great friend Collins Manna. Definitely we'll listen to him. But before Collins, we like to listen our special guest, Zin Aliba. Zin Aliba, the mic is yours. Please come on.
Oh, namaste, everyone. Hello, Shabai. Okay, I say Tumake Deka Khub Bhalo Lagche. It's great to see you guys again. It's awesome to be here. Well, after Jeffrey spoke, that was about enough topics for 10 meetings. So my brain just sort of exploded. But if we go back to the topic, it's ONPASSIVE, everything is fine. And why is it fine? Because Ash Mufareh is at the helm. Period. That is, we know that we're in the best hands. And when he came to us over the past month and shared what was happening, he could have walked away. He could have, cashed it in and disappeared and any number of things. But he is here, dedicated to this mission, and because of that, everything is fine. And I liken it to like a basket of potatoes. Say you have a basket of potatoes, and you start to smell something a little off about that basket of potatoes. Something maybe a little rotten. Something's not right, but the basket of potatoes looks fine. All the potatoes on the top are looking good. This analogy just came to me as we were sitting here, and you look at that and you're like, well, it looks fine, everything's fine, and you keep going, keep using the potatoes off the top, things move forward. Smell gets worse, you're starting to see a little things rotten on the side, and then at a certain point you say, something's rotten in this basket of potatoes. You pour it out onto the ground, and you start pulling out the bad potatoes. And then in the process of that, you got to make sure that the rest of the potatoes aren't also damaged or starting to rot or otherwise compromised, right? So this is what takes time. You don't want to put them all back in there. You take one potato out. You don't want to just toss them back in the basket and move forward. You want to very carefully do that, make sure everything is great. Then you put it all back together, and then you move forward. So for me, the fact that Ash has the patience to do this thoughtfully and mindfully and carefully tells me that everything is going to be fine. It is fine. I can say Shabkichu Tikache. Shabkichu Tikache. I think that is everything is fine. That's kind of a mouthful for me. Amra Amader CEO Te Kushi Ebong Atmo Bishashi, which I hope is we are happy and confident in our CEO. That's why we're fine. And ONPASSIVE Hote Pere Amra Dono. We're so blessed to be in ONPASSIVE, so blessed. And the one thing is that, yes, this is causing a restructure, a changing of the guard, moving things around, rejigging, making sure things are put back together appropriately, which is change, and change makes us uncomfortable, right? But I say, Poriborton Palo, which I hope is change is good. Change is always good because it makes us stronger. It helps us be sort of like a bionic. I don't know if you know the term bionic, where you have something that's broken apart and you put it back together with even better parts. And then it's stronger, faster, better. That's what I feel like. We're becoming bionic. Things have been damaged, but we've got all the best minds coming in, creating better parts, better the applications, all of that kind of thing is just going to make us so streamlined and cleaner and more effective going forward, which is also fine, super fine. And then also what Jeffrey had talked about with this time, like sometimes if we have time where most of us were every single day going on to the OES, every single day checking our accounts, doing all this kind of thing. We can't do that right now. So you have this sort of sense of not idle time, but like, I want to be doing something, but I can't be doing that thing. So what Jeffrey suggested is use that time to go watch all the amazing videos that people are creating, the shine the light videos, the in the chairs, the heart to hearts, the all of the people that are doing these videos where they're bringing on ONPASSIVians and we're getting to know them. And that is making us stronger as a family, a worldwide family, so that when we go out to do the works in the world, we're going to be even more tightly knit. We'll be able to do our projects more efficiently. So getting to know our brothers and sisters is time well spent right now. And the other thing is that this time has allowed us to really, really appreciate OConnect. OConnect and the OES. And wow, there's nothing like absence to make the heart grow fonder. When many of us just, when you have life and beautiful things handed to you on a silver platter, like Ash Mufareh has done. I mean, if you really think about it, you think back on what has been created over the past 6 years, it's miraculous. It's astounding. It's mind-blowing. And we've just sort of been gifted this over the years, and it can make you complacent. It can make you say, it's just another amazing thing that Ash Mufareh has developed, and you take it for granted. So having these things taken away necessarily in this time is really making us realize what we have in our hands, and it's so fine. It's so more than fine. It's truly amazing. And so I hope people are using this time wisely, checking your email accounts, doing whatever it is, but there's no reason for us to be not engaging in some way, commenting on people's, YouTube channels or whatever it is. So many things that we can do in this time. And as Jeffrey alluded to, it's not going to be much more time, right? We know something's going to be happening by the end of this month. We're going to be moving forward in some way. We don't know exactly what that's going to look like. Could be the OES. It could be anything. And I don't want to speculate, but something is going to be shifting forward by the end of this month, as promised by our CEO, and then the rest is going to happen in the time that it needs to happen. And I never put a time frame on that. And I don't want to speculate about what's coming. I just know it's going to be even better than we imagine. So I just want to thank you all so much. And what else can I say? I think I've already said it. That's just apnake anak dhanabad. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our great friend Jean. We are really thankful. Collins, please come on. Now the mic is yours.
Thank you, Shanta. Just want to thank my brother Jeffrey and Gina Liva. What a statement. That was really great. It was just like, what can I say again? You guys have just said it all. I just want to appreciate those all our brothers and sisters from Bangladesh. The company is our company. Oliver always said, let us hold it right in our own chest, our heart. Let us stand beside our CEO. Because when you look at what has happened, I think Jeffrey have already explained, Gene have already said it, somebody else will just disappear and say, you know what, I'm done. There's just no way I can even survive. But he said, you know what, we are going all the way. I will do it or I die. So the only encouragement and what I would advise, the founders and affiliates, let us keep on listening to our CEO, because there's a lot of things going out there. We see a lot of things on, sometimes on YouTube, not YouTube, or the other media channel, like maybe WhatsApp, Facebook, or something is coming, people sending you stuff, asking about the breakdown of ONPASSIVE. And I said, no, it is not true. Mr. Ash Mufareh have not said that. So the only thing we need to encourage, like Red said today, if you have, an organization, the people you brought in, please try to help them. Because not everybody has that luxury of attending webinars. But if you can send some short message and say, please close your ears, anything that's not coming from Ash Mufareh, it is not true. He always come out with information, only that information we should spread out. And if you are not capable of saying the right thing, please don't say it, don't sugarcoat it. There are times that Ash will say something like last 360, when he mentioned about people making money when they open the payment process, some people make, and the wife, Ash and the wife, they were happy because that's what ONPASSIVE is for. Some other founders, they cut it, just go and say, founders have started making money. They cut the statement, and it was really, really bad. And there are many, many things out there. Please let us refrain from spreading false information. It's not good for the company. It's not good for you as a founder, because it will never benefit you. It helps to destroy the company. And if the company cannot grow strong, how are we going to make what we came in for? We want to make ends meet. We want to have time and financial freedom. And the only way we can do this and achieve this is only when we listen to our CEO, when we stop spreading things that are not true, when we want the money. That's true. We want it as founders. But let us stop spreading false information about money. Keep it to your chest. Don't say it out there. Keep it. If you know that's what you are in for, keep it to your chest, because that's what we came in for. But stop, hyping things up, making people feeling, like, people, sometimes anxiety can cause a lot of things. Anxiousness. Wow, this is true. Because that's what we came for, and that's what we want to hear. But sometimes let us try to divert a little bit out by not spreading wrong information. Let us follow the process, because only that process will lead us to where we want to be. I want time and financial freedom. Gina Liver want time and financial freedom. Jeffrey Murlock, all of us here, we cannot hide from it. But please, if we continue to spread wrong information, it harms the company and we will never achieve our goal. It makes things difficult for the company. It makes things hard. So yeah, where we are today is true. People did terrible things. Jeffrey already said it. Jean said it. They did terrible things. I said it as well. But the only thing you can do, they say, what cannot kill somebody will only make the person strong. If something cannot kill me, what will happen? It will make me strong. We learn from our mistakes, and Ash have learned a lot from what has happened. He said, I will trust but verify. Nothing will stop me not to trust people. I will keep on trusting, because in the IT industry, there is no way you can say, I will not trust Jeffrey Murlock. If I delegate job to Jeffrey Murlock, I have to trust him with that job, knowing fully well that Jeffrey will deliver. But if Jeffrey failed me, everybody will come to me. But it is Jeffrey who failed me, because Jeffrey said, Collins, now put it out. It is good. Are you sure it is good? I don't have time to come and check it as the CEO. Jeffrey said, yes, we are ready to go. Put it out. And when it's spoiled, what happened? Collins will be the one, and the whole world will be attacking. But who really destroyed internally is Jeffrey, or one of the, I forget I'm quoting Jeffrey, or Gina Liver, or Collins. Things like this happen in IT industry. So when things happen like this, let us be patient with the CEO. He is not the only one. He is not the programmer. He has people. That's why he employs everybody to work for ONPASSIVE. If he was capable to do everything, then he doesn't need any employee. He can go ahead and do it. But because he needs them, you cannot know everything. That's why he has those who are working, directors, managers, and all of those. And we rely so much on them. True, you have to rely on people to deliver. But if they don't deliver, what can you do? The only thing is you have to tell them, bye, we take our different path, and we move on, you know. And one of the things I always like, the fact that Ash will always come. When we are doing well, he will tell us. Where we have failed, he always tell us. Those who always pay attention, say, you know what, we made mistakes, but we will continue to do it. And he said, we will never stop making mistakes, because the truth is, in life, when you said, I will never ever make mistakes, you are a big liar. There is no way as human being you will not make mistakes. No matter what happened, you will correct your mistakes from your past failure, but the challenges ahead, which you don't know, we always talk about the known and the unknowns. There are unknowns where that will come before you, which you will not know what to do. You think like this is the right way, you make mistakes, and then you learn from that mistake, you move on. You know, it is not how you fall, it's just about how you dust yourself up. You say, all right, I'm happy to continue, because failure is not an option. You know, the day you fail is when you refuse to try. When you said, I'm not doing it again. For instance, if Ash comes out and said, you know what, I'm not going to go on with ONPASSIVE again, done. You know what, that is when we can say, Ash, you failed. As long as Ash is still determined to deliver it, Ash have not failed. And that dream will realize. Every major company goes through this. We know it because we are founders. And we'll be here from those who are here, maybe Jeffrey Murdoch and the rest, 6 years, 5 years, 4 years, you know, and counting. It is because we saw the process from nothing to something. That's why we are anxious, which is good. It's good for us to be anxious. But have we think about the other billions that are out there who will come and use this product, never know the challenges, and they will say, this is the best thing ever I've ever seen. We use Apple. None of us know the challenges. We just know, oh, the new Apple phone is out there. Do we know how many times they correct the app? Like, let me say iPhone 15. How many iPhone 15 they tried and it fails, try and it fails until they get the right one. They say, okay, this is the one we'll go to the market. Maybe they produce about 30 of them and all of them fail. But those who are internal, they know it. And those who are CEO, they know it. Some of them even get angry and say, you know what, I'm not here anymore, I'm gone. And those people who disappear, these are the people who go out and say that company is bad. Because the CEO always say, you know what, until we get it right, that is when we'll put it out. ONPASSIVE is not different. It's an IT technology company. They are here to build software. And the software is not for us, the founders. Yes, because the founders are here to make commission. The software is for those who are out there, you know, those who will buy it and bring that money in for us to benefit from it. What good would it be for you to develop something, you put it out there, and nobody can even buy it? And they said, you know, why should I leave that and come to you? Because yours is even worse. You know, technology is growing and we must get it right. But thank God, where we are going, as Gina Liva said, is better than what we have seen. Things that will happen will shock a lot of us. So we just have to just hang in there. Don't give up, because if you see Jeffrey every day speaking, you see Gina Liva, Marty DeGambo, Red, Chris, you know, Julie Gwen, you can call all of them Michael Williams, you know, Engineer Shushanta here. Lot of people, why are they not giving up? That should be our strength. The day I will turn around and all of these people I'm mentioning are not there anymore, I will know there is something wrong with ONPASSIVE. But as long as they are in, the people I'm mentioning now, they are still in and still fired up talking about this company. They are not fools. They know what this company will deliver. And that is why I am in. They are also my strength. You know, they always give me strength. Every time when I'm weak, I listen to them. It energizes me and I pick up again. I say, wow, they are not giving up. I'm not giving up. And none of us will give up until Mr. Ashbrook said, it is okay. we are in and will always be in until we see. I want to see this journey to the fruition. That's me. The reason why I'm in, I want to see it to the logical end. And I will stick with Mr. Ash Mufareh until I see it. Except the day he will come and say, that is it. And you know what? They said experience is the best teacher. I will go out and tell people, you know what? I was in this company from scratch. They build right up to here and then done. And I can explain what happened behind the scene. And this, you know, a lot of things that I've learned. So let us take ONPASSIVE as a learning, not only a journey to make, but a journey that where all of us can learn, so we can be the one to teach others. When they want to join a dodgy business, we tell them, you know what, you need to check on A, B, C, D. That's why I'm here. I've learned from all of these great people. Jeffrey Molo, all of them, I've learned from them. So I know good business and bad business. Bring any business to me, I will listen and tell you, my friend, don't go because you go, you lost your money. Because ONPASSIVE have taught me all of this. From all of these people, I'm calling their names. So let us hang in there. Let us trust the process, knowing fully well that our dreams will come to life. Thank you, Inje Shushanta.
Thank you, Collins. Thank you, Rupa and all other speakers. Now, we will listen to our another brother, Parvesh Kaushal from India. He's a great speaker. So, educate Parvesh, please come on with your space. The mic is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Engineer Sushanta Biswas, sir, for inviting me. First of all, greetings to all the dynamic leaders present over here in the session. And thanks to Almighty God for giving us this beautiful life and this wonderful opportunity on Passive. So today's session is really wonderful, and we are so blessed that we are the part of ONPASSIVE. So first of all, thank you so much to Almighty God once again for sending such a great and remarkable soul as our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh. And as we all know that his efforts to uplift humanity and make a positive impact all over the globe. And that is truly inspiring for all of us. So we all know that Mr. Mufareh is a full of dedication person, and his dedication and kindness reflects the best of what humanity can achieve in today's scenario. So we can also say that Mr. Mufareh is the person who is truly working for uplifting the humanity all over the world by creating this wonderful platform ONPASSIVE. We all are so grateful and deeply blessed him for his contribution, because his contribution making a great difference in today's world and uplifting humanity. And he's so passionate, he is always full of energy, and his smiley face gives a lot of inspiration for all of us. So his positive energy also gives a strong confidence for all of us to do our work in our life accordingly. So thank you so much to our great CEO, Mr. Mufareh, and thanks to God for guiding all of us. And for today's session, it was really wonderful session. I would like to thanks Jeffrey Morrell sir for always guiding us, and he's so beautifully explained his beautiful journey with ONPASSIVE, and how the current scenario is going on, and if we are going for and moving forward with any organization, so there is always chances to face difficulties, any critical situations. And if anything is going so smooth, so we cannot achieve such kind of great success in that platform. And such kind of challenges, failures, always keeps us motivated, always stay positive in our life, and always build a confidence in ourselves, and to achieve our goals in a very perfect way. So everything is going fine, and we all have faith in our great CEO and God, and the life is going very smooth in coming days. And if I will talk about our great sister Gina Laiva, she's always so inspiring for all of us, and her her skills to learn languages is really appreciative. So thank you so much, sister, for your wonderful sharing. And also our technical brother, Mr. Colin Manna, always keep everything so simple and understandable for everyone. And he shared really wonderful words with all of us, and we all present over here in this session, and overall all the community of ONPASSIVE founding members is a strength to everyone. So we love each and everyone, and we are the strong hands of our great CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare. So we have to pledge, stay together, and always be with our CEO with ONPASSIVE in any critical situation or in any time, with each other, and strong, stay always strong together. So if we have such kind of mindset and positive approach, then there is no power in the world who can stop us to achieve success in our life, rather than Almighty God. So thank you so much to Almighty God, each and everyone who is the part of this wonderful concept ONPASSIVE. And it was really wonderful session and great experience to me as well. Thank you so much, Engineer Sushanta Vishwas sir, for hosting such a great session. And I would also like to say something about our great sister Rupa Roy for always translating all the sharings in Bengali language. Thank you so much. Back to you, sir.
Wow, thank you, Parvesh. Thank you. Again, I request Jeffrey, based on total speeches, I would say conclude your speech or your remarks that we are gonna, everything is gonna verify.
Oh man, alive! Are you kidding me? I told my wife. I said, "Honey, I'm not leaving this webinar. We'll do lunch tomorrow." Normally, I do lunch every day with her, but I'll tell you what,
Really sorry.
you guys have got me fired up, man. Gene, thank you so very, very. I love the warmth and the soft edges you put on everything, but it's so common. I wish I was like you, you know. And Collins, man alive, I was all on fire. I was getting goosebumps, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Guys, all you have to do is go back and listen to these two. Go back and listen to what Gene said, and then follow it up with what Collins said. I'm telling you, the guys are spot on, okay? Mr. Mufareh, he's got this. He's on track. He's got a heart. He couldn't quit if he wanted to. He just can't. It's not in him. It's not in him, okay? He is absolutely fearless. I mean, think about that. He's a fearless leader. He's a brother. I mean, he's a father. He's got the heart to live life, and he's living large, and he's allowing us to live life large with him, and we're doing it. We haven't gone through anything, you know. That's anything behind us. That's all it is. It's in the past. It's gone. We are on track. We are fine. Mr. Mufareh's got. Gene said it best. The man's at the helm. I mean, he's got this. We've got this. If we keep our eye on him, listen to what he said, like Collins says, that life is just going to get better. We're going to have so much. There's going to be so many friends. We got a worldwide thing going here. And I'm telling you what, the whole world is changing. Everything in the world is changing. All the systems are going to decentralization, and there's a lot of chaos, and we're in the middle of it. But you know what? ONPASSIVE is riding not only the crest of this change, but it's forcing some of the momentum for this world change. And we are in it, and we are strong, and we are powerful, and it is just going to get better. So absolutely, we are in great shape. We're on the way out of the turbulent part of the ocean, and we're coming into a bay where it's just nice and warm and subtle and soft and sweet, and we're just going to enjoy the sunshine and the greenery. So thank you. I'm loving this today. You guys got me all fired up. Collins, thank you. I really, you know what? I need to interview you. That's what I need to do. I need to put you on Beautiful People. So I think I'm going to send you an email. Thank you, Sushanta. Thank you, everybody. I'm dying to hear what other folks have to say.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for delaying your launch, I think. Pardon me. Now, Jean, your final words or the closing remarks or whatever you like to say based on our past discussions.
Absolutely. Thank you, Engineer Sushanta. Well, I just want to thank Jeffrey. I don't know if he can still hear me, but Jeffrey, the fact that you set aside your lunch with your wife today is huge. I know how much you value that and prioritize that time with your beloved. And for you to say that this is super inspiring and you wanted to stay, it really means a lot. And it shows how much we value each other's input and how important it is for us to get together and talk about this amazing company. Collins, I loved what you said about um, when we go to these meetings and we hear other people speak and how it strengthens our faith and strengthens our resolve and keeps us going, keeps us fired up. And we are such an amazing family. And that's why we're going to create such amazing change in the world. And Mukti, I just want to thank you for coming on and sharing. I am equally proud of this company. Your son is amazing, and if your son is proud to be in ONPASSIVE, he's going to be part of the great impact across this world. And if we can get young leaders like him getting on board with ONPASSIVE and all it's going to do, that there's nothing that we cannot do in this world to create positive change. So thank you so much. And I just want to end by saying, Shabkichu Tikache. Shabkichu Tikache. Ebon Balo, right? And good? It's good. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. We're in great hands. Thank you all.
Thank you, Jean. Now, Collins, are you there? Yes. Collins, your final words or closing remarks, please.
Thank you, Engineer Sushanta. Just want to thank all those from Bangladesh. Jane, Jeffrey Bullock is not here. You guys are amazing.
There is no country. It is international.
Is Jeffrey here? Jeffrey is gone.
I think he's listening in the background. There he is.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, it's such an amazing webinar. We just need to keep the faith, trust the CEO, trust the process, understand as much as possible, because at the end of the day, it's our business, it's our life. And this is where we are, we are just in. There is nothing. We've been here, for that long, 4 years, 5 years. And we've seen the company growing. For those who really plug in, they've seen all what the company is producing. Let's just keep believing, because belief is the only thing you can do. For instance, I always ask myself, why do you do something without believing? The first time I joined ONPASSIVE, just a short word, the person who introduced me never ever tell me anything about ONPASSIVE, because he himself didn't know what ONPASSIVE was all about. He just said someone told me, and then I joined, because it's someone who loves to make money. He likes to go into business to make his money. So someone said, all right, there's something you can make money. And then he came in, and that's just exactly how he introduced me to ONPASSIVE. But I said, you know what? I can't be in something. I'm that type of person who is always curious to learn, to know stuff. I said, I can't just join something just to make money. Yes, I want the money, but I want to know what the company is doing for the money to come. Are they selling data? Are they doing so? I was just asking a lot of people. Say, Collins, I don't know. You either come in or you leave it, because what you're asking me, I can't explain, but I'm in. So I joined and I learned. But now what I'm saying is, the person who introduced me was because I trust him and I joined. But when I listened to Mr. Ash, now my trust shifted from the person who introduced me to Mr. Ash. I said, okay, I trust my friend, but now I'm listening to the owner, and I know exactly what he is trying to do. And he's in need and trying to develop all what he wants to develop. So let us just trust the process and encourage each other. Those who are really weak, encourage them to learn. let them be on the same page. If they cannot reach the level that you are in understanding, try to help them, encourage them to see it. Because if they can't see it and you abandon them, what will happen? They will listen to things, negative things out there, compelling stuff out there. And ONPASSIVE is not the same with any other business. This IT technology company, things can go wrong, yes, but they'll always get it right. The other businesses where they say things, you don't know what they are doing. But thank God, some of us know what ONPASSIVE is doing, and that's why we are in. So let's try to encourage others, educate others, tell them exactly what is happening on ONPASSIVE, where Mr. Ash Mufare is taking this business to, and how it will benefit all of us. So that's what I wanted to share in Shanta. Thank you very much for inviting me, and I hope next time I'll be here again.
Wow, thank you, Brother Collins. Thank you so much for your nice and kind words. Always you use. We really appreciate it. Today we like to wrap up or wind up our webinar. Wishing all of you best of luck. Always be positive. Do something better. Everything will be fine in our life.